Thanks for watching. I'm Prerna Agarwal, Product Owner for The Guardian. Today we'll be giving you Guardian updates of Sprint 33, which lasted from February 28th to March 3rd. So just a quick overview of the agenda. We'll be looking at the roadmap. We'll also be talking about the issues that we tackled in Sprint 33. Then we'll flip over and give you a demo on Sprint 33. We'll also be talking ahead of week of March 6th, which is Sprint 34. We'll also be talking about the issues that we'll be tackling in Sprint 34. We'll also be talking about the upcoming releases. We'll also be giving you some of the ways that you can either submit bugs or policy requests through various different channels. So just a quick overview of the Guardian roadmap. Again, this is open source. Anybody can see that. All you need to do is install the nav extension in Chrome. And when you travel to the Guardian GitHub repo, you will be able to see a tab to quickly open that up and see what's going on there. So as you can see, we are working on the tagging of Guardian policy artifacts, and we are also working on the enhancing and improving of policy creation, and so on and so forth. So just a quick overview over what we covered in Sprint 33. So in Sprint 33, we committed to 47 story points, and then we delivered 47 story points, which cover some of the issues, which is 1678 schemas corrupted during policy request, remove hard-coded transaction fee, 1807 where VM00017 policy development, some of the bugs, which is 1653, 1831, we also worked on 1633, which is selective disclosure support in VC data. Now let's look at the demo of Sprint 33. The first ticket what we'll be looking at is 1633 selective disclosure support in VC data. So in some cases, VC documents produced by some projects contain private data, which should only be disclosed to authorized entities. To date, Guardian operated on all open data model, where everything that's recorded by Guardian in the course of a policy run gets published openly onto external systems, which is Hedera or IPFS. User needs ability to designate certain fields as private, and by doing that, avoid publishing or disclosing the data. So in order to solve this, we have actually created a new restriction. So when I go here, I click on schemas. When I create new, one is we have added an encrypted verifier credential entity for the schema. And when you select the schema as an encrypted verifier credentials, you go to add field, and you can actually see you can mark a specified field as private, which will actually not disclose this particular field or data into the external source, which is IPFS or Hedera. By this way, you can actually authorize or encrypt the data, whatever you require to. So to get a complete information on the disclosure, the selective disclosure, we have updated our documentation. When you go to docs.hedera.com/guardian/standard registry, when you get there, you have creating system schema using UI. Here we have added a complete info of what I have just explained you a demo on the UI. So you can see that if VP contains encrypted verifiable credentials, fields marked as private will be automatically removed. Now the next ticket what we'll be looking at is Vera VM00017 policy development, which is 1807. So as we had a webinar on Feb 28th, we have actually demoed this Vera policy. So we have also added this policy in our methodology folder in our open source repo. You can go to our github.com/hedera/guardian, and when you get there, we have a methodology library folder. In that, you have VM00017 folder, where you can actually have a complete description about the policy methodology, and you also have the Vera policy. You also have a schema design template or .xl file, where you can just check of what is actually the schema, and you can also run the policy in our Guardian UI. The last ticket what we'll be looking at is 1266, ability to specify preferred Hedera node to submit transactions through. Currently, when Guardian is working with external Hedera network instance like official testnet or mainnet, it uses default Hedera SDK configuration, in which it is left to SDK to pick up the most suitable node to submit transactions. This works for most of the cases. However, in some cases, the ability to specify a desired node for commercial performance or SLA's reasons is required. So in order to solve this, we have actually added configuration in our .env file. So when you go to docs.hedera.com and getting started, you have an installation folder. In that, when you go over the .env/.env.docker, if you are using Docker, in the Guardian service folder, we have added a new parameters, which is Hedera custom nodes and Hedera custom mirror nodes. So the Hedera custom nodes actually defines the Hedera nodes to execute and pay the transaction fee. And also you can specify the mirror nodes if you want to specify and ask the Guardian to use that particular mirror nodes from Hedera. So that was a demo for Sprint 33. Now let's talk about some of the issues that we'll be tackling in Sprint 34. So in Sprint 34, we are committing to 48 story points, and this Sprint 34 will be lasting from March 6th to March 17th. In this Sprint 34, we'll be solving some of the issues, which is 1657 linkable policy modules. We'll also be looking at 1561 dependent fields and schemas. So some of the bugs, which is 1778, 1677, 1812, and so on and so forth. Now talking about the upcoming releases, our last release was on Friday, March 3rd, 2023. Our next release will be on Friday, March 31st, 2023. So there are multiple ways to reach out to us. You can reach out to us on GitHub. You can submit policy requests, enhancements, or if you find some bugs, please go ahead and mention those bugs with us so that we can get our team on that. Also, if you haven't joined our Discord, come and join our conversation at hedera.com/Discord. And when you get there, search for sustainability channel, or feel free to reach out to us directly if you have any policy requests by emailing us at info@envisionblockchain.com or through our website, which is www.envisionblockchain.com. Thank you. Have a great day.